Recently, one thing that I was asked to do was list five things about myself that I like or that I'm proud of or that I think are good. List five positive things about yourself. And I kind of wanted to talk about one right now that I'm not necessarily proud of, but which is kind of the opposite, I think, maybe of what I was supposed to learn from that exercise. But one thing I am proud of is this gameplay. One thing that made me think about, when that thought was prompted, was like, oh, I think I'm good at making 2009 to 2011 style gaming YouTube videos on YouTube. I think I don't necessarily I'm not popular at it, but I think I do it. I use authentic equipment from the time period. I don't know. I think it's something that I feel confident in, and just like playing this game. But one thing that right now I'm not confident in, one thing I'm not necessarily good at, is engaging with people right now. And not necessarily just not being able to do it, but it's not easy right now. And I think myself, something I've noticed about myself is I don't necessarily have some sort of social phobia or some sort of aversion to meeting new people, some sort of anxiety that's based on just being around people. I think it's more accurate for me to say that I just don't like it. I would prefer to not be around people. I'm an introvert, so I would just prefer to have a smaller group. And that's kind of been the dictation for a while, but recently I've gotten to this point where I'm a little bit normally the reaction I have to meeting new people is just like, oh, when is this going to be over? But recently the reaction I've had to meeting some new people, to being around strangers, is this has to end. When is this going to end? It has to end, or I got to get out of here for a couple minutes, or I have to do something. I have to escape or something like that momentarily. And because of that, I don't think that's a good response. I think being like, oh, when can I leave? That's a fine response. But I have to leave now is not necessarily one that I like. And so that's something I gotta work on. In the Zine Fest, I've talked about it and made reference to it before in previous videos, or previous video maybe just, but it's a situation where you're sitting at a table and a bunch of people come up and talk to you. Some of them want to engage with you, some of them don't. And it's just that situation exactly like that. People are coming up talking to you, and you engage with them, and if you do it well, they'll give you money, and you give them art. And so, what I was just spent this whole time kind of nervous. Towards the end of the day, I was just my hands and my arms were going numb. My legs were sore the rest of the day, to a level that I'm not necessarily always familiar with, and I think that's saying a little bit of something because I am a cyclist, so I'm pretty used to sore legs. And I had some very sore legs that I haven't had in quite a very long time. And I think that was just from uncomfortably, nervously, tensing and flexing them or whatever it may be. And so, and then there was also this podcast that they were doing. They were just doing short clips. They're going to bring together to make one big podcast episode. And I was just nervous to do it. I didn't end up making my way down there just because of nerves. But talking for 5 minutes at a time is something I'm very comfortable doing. But so that's just kind of it. All I had to say was I got something to work on right now. And I love this channel because it's great for progress. So I'll be able to share how that's going with you. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Anybody else have this problem? Maybe talk about it in the comment section below.